Okay, we are on module 4, lesson 5, arithmetic sequence, page 251. Okay, now first step or first idea, what is the sequence? When I say a sequence, I mean group of numbers. Group of numbers. And now the sequence has different types. We have two famous types of the sequences, geometric sequence and arithmetic sequence. Today we will take what? Arithmetic. Later on, inshallah, when you grow up a little bit, you will take something we call it geometric sequence. Okay. Now, arithmetic sequence is a sequence of numbers. Sequence of numbers that have the same difference between each two numbers followed by each other. For example, look at this group of numbers: 3, 7, 11, 15, 19. Okay. Now, 7 minus 3, 7. Focus here. 7 minus 3, 4, right? 11 minus 7, 4. 15 minus 11, 4. 19 minus 15, 4. We have the same difference between any two numbers that followed by each other. We call them consecutively numbers. يعني ورا بعض. So if you subtract any two numbers followed by each other, and if you have the same value in all the numbers of the sequence, this sequence we call it what? Arithmetic sequence. Done? For example, 1, 9, 17, 26. 9 minus 1, 8. 17 minus 9, 8. 26 minus 17, 8. So this we call it arithmetic sequence, and this also arithmetic sequence. Okay, now this difference here 4 or here what? 8. The difference, the common difference we call it common difference, and it has shortcut. It is called D. It is called D. From now on, when I say D, I mean what? The common difference. But how we find it? We make subtraction. But first step, we need to check if this sequence is arithmetic or not. When the sequence is arithmetic, if you subtract and all of them are equal. If you have different values in subtraction, it is not arithmetic. Okay? Now open your book, page 251. Read ya Khalid. Specific way. Sequence, group of numbers or set of numbers that are ordered in a specific way. Continue. Tamam. Now look at the 3 here. We call it term. We call it term. The 3 here, we will call it the first term. The first term. The 7, second term. The 11, third term, and go on. Now the first term, we will call it A1. We will call it A small 1, like this. A, and the 1 is small under. We call it index. Not 1A, not A1, لا. A big, with small 1 هيك beside it. This A1, it is the first term, يعني the first number in the sequence. A2, second term. A3, third term, and go on until you have something we call it AN. AN, the nth term. Nth term. Depending on n. If I say n is 7, so I'm talking about the 7th term. N is 11, I will call 11th term, and go on. Continue. Continue. Arithmetic. Hello. Continue. Good. Now look at the 3. See the 3? Add 4, add 4, add 4, add 4. Hello. But if I want the next terms, what I will do, I will keep adding 4s. For example, if I want the next term after 19, I will add 4. It will be 23. The next term, 27. The next term, 31, and go on. So we can know the next terms, the near terms. But how many terms? The black terms. How many terms we have? A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. We have 5 terms. If I ask you to find the term number 30, what you will do? You will keep adding 4s until you get 30. Right. If I want from you to find the term number 100, it takes a long time, right? So we'll have later on a formula that we can find any term without keeping adding this d. Okay, continue. Pattern. Remember the pattern? Something is repeated, huh? Continue. حلو. هذا الدي شو سميناه؟ الفور هنا common difference. ال8 common. continue. اطلع الاكزامبل الاول عندك بالبوكس، شايفه؟ عندك 22. This is A1, the first term. Then you have what? 17, 12, 7, 2. Let's check if this arithmetic or no. Now subtract 17 minus 22, -5. ولا لا؟ طيب 12 minus 17, -5. 7 minus 12, -5. 2 minus 7, -5, and go on, right? Continue. The next one also, for example, بدك تنتبه على النيجاتيف والبوزيتيف here. -13. For example, -13, -5, -3, 11, and 19, right? Now, let's check if this arithmetic or no. A1 is -13, A2, A3, 3, A4, 11. So these are the names of the terms: A1, A2, A3, A1 the first, the second, the third, and go on. Now, how we know if this arithmetic or no? I will say -5 minus 13, right? So we have 2 minuses here. -5, I do subtraction, minus 13, يعني -5 plus 13, how much? It is 8. ولا لا؟ Here 3 minus 5. 3 minus 5 also 8. عندك مشكلة بالبلس والماينس؟ عندكم مشكلة بالبلس والماينس؟ متأكدين؟ مين حكى 3 minus 5 2؟ حلو. 11 minus 3 8. 19 minus 11 8. كلهم ايش؟ 8. So this is arithmetic sequence with common difference equal 8. And the first term is -13. Continue. Example 1. Good. We have 17. Of example 1. We have 17, then 14, then 10, 7, 3. Right? Let's check. 14 minus 17 minus 3. مين بيحكي 3؟ مشكلة اني اونلاين ولا انت عارفين يعني لساني. يلا 10 minus 14 minus 4. We have different here, right? They are different. So خلاص, not arithmetic. No need to continue. Not arithmetic. When I say not arithmetic, خلاص. Not arithmetic. Once you find the difference, once you find different values in the subtraction, not arithmetic. The values should be what? Equal to make it arithmetic. Continue. Arithmetic or no? No. 14 minus 17 is minus 3. 10 minus 14 is minus 4. This sequence, this has no a common difference, okay? And then what you will say, this is not an arithmetic sequence, right? But see the check. After this, we have check. We have 82, 73, 64, and 55. Let's check if this is arithmetic or not arithmetic. Now, 73 minus 82, 73 minus 82, negative 11, right? Yeah, 64 minus 73, كمان negative 11. 55 minus 64, negative 11, right? 9. Sorry. 9. They are what? They are arithmetic. It's arithmetic. Why? Because the common differences are all equal. So here D is negative 9. آخر مرة. Okay, so this is arithmetic sequence because this common difference is equal, which is negative 9. Okay, done? Yes. No. Type as I want. Yes. Turn on the light, youngster. Yeah. Now let's see example 2. Now, if you know the difference or the common difference, you can know the next terms, right? Not the far terms, the close terms. Yani if you have here in this example, how many terms you have? 1, 2, 3, 4. A1, A2, A3, A4. If I wanted from you A5, A6, A7, the near terms, you can just add the common difference D, right? So let's go to example 2. We have 11, 73, negative 1. And the question wants from us to find the next 3 terms, okay? So example 2, find the next 3 terms. The sequence is given 11, 7, 3, and negative 1. First step, you need to find the common difference and to check if it's arithmetic, or sometimes it won't be, it's not arithmetic, so you cannot find it. Got it? So let's check. 7 minus 11 minus 4, right? 3 minus 7 minus 4, minus 1 minus 3 minus 4 also, right? صح? Now it's arithmetic, right? D is how much? Minus 4. Now to find the next 3 terms, you just add negative 4. Got it? You add negative 4. You add D. يعني negative 1, negative 4, negative 5, right? Negative 5 plus negative 4, negative 9. Negative 9 plus negative 4, negative 13. Now, if you go back, yani negative 5, negative 1, negative 4. صح? Negative 9, negative 5, يعني negative 9 plus 5, يعني negative 4 also. صح? Negative 13 minus negative 9, يعني negative 13 plus 9 كمان negative 4. So, if you want to go forward, you add the, you what? add the common ratio or the common difference d. Get it? So the next terms are -5, -9, -13. Why we find only 3 terms? The question wants that. The question wants that only. The question wants the next 3 terms only. This is example 2. Let's go to the check after this example. Determine the next 3 terms in the sequence. We have 31, 18, 5. And we want the next 3 terms. Now 18 minus 31 -13 صح؟ و5 minus 18 كمان -13. So D is how much D? D is -13. Now to find the next terms, you what? You add the D, which is 5 plus minus 13, -8. -8 plus minus 13, -21. -21 plus -13, -30. Okay. But here we have 3 terms and we find the next 3 terms. So in the total we have 6 terms, right? And we said the first term we call it A1, the second term A2, the nth term depending on n. If I want term number 64, so A64 will be, right? Now this 6 terms, if I want to find very far term, very far 100 term, 80 term, term number 200, it takes a long of time to keep adding negative what? 13 to find the answer, right? So here we will use a formula for the nth term. To find nth term, we will use this formula. An equal A1 multiply or plus n minus 1 multiply by d. Now, A1 is the first term. A1 is the first term. N, the number of the term, right? Number of the term which we want. Yani, if I want term number 20, so n equal 20. Term number 7, so n equal 7. It still mean D we know the D. D is the common difference, right? The common difference. This formula, when we use it, if we want to find a far term. For example, here in this check, see this check? If I want from you to find A30. A30 means I want term number 30. If you are doing adding -13, it will take a long time. So just use the formula. You know A1. How much A1? 31, right? How much N? 30, the number of the term. And the D, I know it. -13. Just apply the formula. So A30 equal A1. Follow the formula. A1, how much A1? 31. Plus N minus 1, which is 30 minus 1, right? All multiplied by D. D is how much? -13. And simplify. 31 plus 29 multiply -13. 31 plus minus 29 times 13 can. 29 minus 13. 29 multiply 13. نفس الكالكوليتر but different answers. It's okay. 29 multiply 13. نكسرها هسه. 377. 377. طبعا I put minus because positive times negative. Now 31 minus 377. 31 minus 377. Huh? Negative 346. This term is term number what? 30 means if you keep doing adding negative 13 until you have 30 terms, the 30th one will be what? Negative 346. The term, number of the term, okay? This formula, just memorize it and understand how we apply it. Let's go to example 3. Example 3. Use the arithmetic sequence. Here, the question said that this sequence is what? No need to check. فاهمين علي؟ The question بيحكي لك use the following arithmetic sequence. مش هيضحك عليك يعني. هو بيحكي لك انها arithmetic. No need to check. Just apply. So use the arithmetic sequence negative 4, negative 1, 2, and 5 to complete the following. Part A, write and what? Equation. Means they want us to find the nth term, an in general. But to find the nth term in the formula, I need 3 values, which are a1, n, d. مظبوط. a1 I know it from the sequence. d I can know it from subtraction. n, keep it n because they want an equation, not all of them values. Got it? So here, let's prepare. a1, how much a1? Negative 4. d, do subtraction between any 2 terms followed by each other. يعني you can say 5 minus 2, 3 خلاص. d is a 3. Or 2 minus 1, also 3. Or minus 1 minus 4 is also 3 also. You have 2 minuses here, one from the value and one from the subtraction, right? So d is a 3, a1 is negative 4. I can make my equation. I write the formula a1 plus n minus 1 multiply what? d. So a and equal. Now substitute. a1 is what? Plus n minus 1, keep it. Multiply d, which is? Now simplify it. Now what? Simplify it. How we simplify it? Distribute the 3. So an equal negative 4 plus 3 multiply n, 3 multiply 1. Now, if you remember like terms, negative 4 with negative 3, negative 7. Check. So an equal 3n minus cam. This is the equation for this formula. For example, if you substitute n by 2, look here. Replace n by 2. 3 times 2 minus 7, which is term number 2, right? If you substitute n by 4, a4, 3 by 4, 12, minus 7, which is a4, right? So this, we call it the equation of this sequence. How we make the equation? We just write the formula, replace a1, replace d, then simplify it only, okay? This is the equation of this sequence. Type. هذا part A. This section here is part what? A from the example. In part B, what they want? Find the 16th term of the sequence. The 16th term means A what? A16. So A16, A16 equal. You have 2 ways. You can substitute here directly by n how much? 16, or replace the formula. A1 you know it, n you know it, d you know it. you know everything. So I'll use the formula. I'll use the formula. A16 means in place of n, I put what? A1, how much A1? -4 plus n minus 1, how much n? 16 minus 1, all multiplied by d, which is 3. This is equal -4 plus 16 minus 1, 15, multiply what? 3. يعني -4 plus 45, يعني 41. So the term number 16 is how much? 41. Or if you prepare the equation, you can replace n by 16. 3 multiplied 16, 48, minus 7, done. Okay. Okay, guys. Take this exercise for you, copy it in your copybook and solve it. Part A, write an equation for the sequence. And part B, find A31. Is it arithmetic? Is it arithmetic? Yes. 9 minus 2, 7. 16 minus 9, 7. 23 minus 16, also 7, right? So the common difference, 7. First step, write an equation. Second step, find A31. Go. Okay. Done this idea. Now we have check after this example. Check after example 2, I think, or 3. Yeah, let's read the check together. Randy has been training for a marathon, and it is important for her to keep a constant pace. She recorded her time each mile for the first several miles that she ran. Okay. Now, they said at 1 mile, her time was 10 minutes and 30 seconds. Now, the 30 seconds is half of the minute, Sheikh. So 10 minutes and 30 seconds, how can I write it in minutes? 10 and a half, Sheikh. What's the meaning of 3 hours and a half? Yani 3 hours, comma 30, Sheikh, or 3.30, Sheikh. So how to deal with times? So at mile 1, her time was 10.5. 30 seconds, half of the minute. Here I want to talk about minutes, not seconds. بديش seconds, okay? So 10.5 what? Minutes. اللي هي 10 and 30 seconds. نفسها. مش نفسها؟ Yeah. At mile 2, 21 ايش minutes. At mile 3 31 and 30 seconds, which is 31.5 ايش minutes. بديش seconds انا. And at mile 4 42 ايش minutes. Okay, now this is mile 1 means the first term A1. So my sequence is 10.5, 21, 31.5, and what? 42. Is it geometric? Let's check. 21 minus 10.5, 10.5. 30.5 minus 21, 31.5 minus 21, also 10.5. 42 minus 31.5, 10.5. Right? Arithmetic? Yes. But let's see the question. What the question wants. Part A. Write a function or equation. Let's write the function. Part A. Yalla. an equal a1 plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. صحيح هذا البني آدم. Equal a1. How much is a1? 10.5 plus n minus 1 multiplied by d, which is also 10.5. Right? Simplify. Equal 10.5 plus 10.5 n minus 10.5. هذه minus هذه 0. Still 10.5 what? n. 10.5 minus 10.5 0. Check. Still 10.5 n. Check. This is part A. Part B, what they want? لا. Hello. So n is how much? Notice that m1 mile 1, the first mile, m2 the second mile, m3 third mile, and go on. They want us to find اللي هو mile number 26.2. So in the place of n, I will replace by 26.2. So this is equal 10.5. I will replace n by احكي معي 26.2 equal 26.2. Calculator. 200.275.1 miles. لا minutes. صح؟